for taking out time and coming and connecting. I had few topics that I would like to cover, and in the meantime, in case you guys also have any questions, I'll try to answer. There will be a bit of technical issues that I might face because of because this is new to me as well. However, let's try to discuss, try to answer in case there's any questions. Cool, guys. So first of all, I also have some agenda questions that I've got, so many questions over a period of time, so I want to answer a few of them. Apart from that, in case you guys also have questions, I think Santosh has, I'm waiting for interview preparation tips. Hi Santosh, I can see you. Sure, I have some and I'll share it with you. Let me know when do you have your interview, and probably I can help you out. Santosh, feel free to ask any questions in case you guys have. I think I have a 2 to 3 video basis PO interview that I've created. You should go through it. One is related to absolutely on PO. There's another video as well wherein I have also mentioned about regular interviews which you will go for different kind of organizations that you can go for. Still waiting for interview, not mention date. Okay, my interview is on Monday, do help me out. Yeah, sure. I think Akansha said interview is on Monday, do help me out. Yes, sure Akansha, feel free to ask me any questions in case you guys have. And also I have 2 videos which is specific to ICICI Bank PO, as well as there's another interview based videos there which has a lot of tips, tricks, and let me know in case there's any other questions that you guys have, so I can definitely help you out. Akansha, Santosh, if you're still waiting for interview, I'm sure you'll get it soon. Hey Harika, hi. Thanks for joining, guys. Thank you very much for taking our time joining. I can see there are a few folks who are joining now. So I have cool. Alright guys, in case any questions, please post, else I will just go ahead with I think a few of the folks wanted to understand about the interview. So I would say, guys, go with full confidence. Don't worry even if there are some tough questions. A few of the common questions that you can expect is whichever may be your background, why do you want to come to banking, what do you know about banking, and then what are your strengths, what are your weaknesses. So these are a few of the questions I've already explained in my previous videos, so I think you will get the answers. Apart from that, anything that comes in your mind, feel free to ask me. May I know on what category of topics? GD is already done, so let me know if there's anything else question, Harika. So now I also facing network problem. How to prepare interview, which one I can focus, and resume type of questions. Sure. So I think in resume, possibly say for example if you're experienced, Santosh, let me know if you're experienced or not. In case you're not, then I don't think there will be any questions from your past profile, except about your education that you have done, and from there what is your learning, and they will more try to understand how much interested are you into the job, how much dedicated are you, because in banking it's pretty important. They will try to check while taking the interviews that do you really need the job or not, because what will happen is as you start working, environment might become a little tough and you might tend to then struggle. So they will definitely ensure that, hey, this guy really has a requirement, and I'm sure even if the situations are tough, they will put effort and try to deliver. Priya also has some questions. Still hope for GD results. Yes, Priya, I think yesterday also I heard there are some people who have got a response, so I think you can definitely wait on Monday. You might get some more response, Priya. And even if you don't get selected for ICICI PO, please don't worry. There is enough opportunity available in different other banks. So one goes, another one starts. HDFC is on, Axis Bank is there, and then there's a lot of other banks as well. So you should not be worried about only ICICI Bank, guys. There's enough opportunity. So Priyanka, please be hopeful, and maybe Priya, you might get it by Monday. And if not, then anyways, there are other programs, and I'll let you know also as we move forward in next few days as well. So hopefully that'll help you guys. Okay. Any other questions, guys? Akansha, you had an interview on Monday. Anything coming in your mind that you want help? Chandra Shekhar asking, guys, don't need to call sir. You can call me Sushil. Cool. So Chandra Shekhar saying, sir, I complete my interview on 17th September, but my video call disturbed. Then only listen my voice, sir. That's okay. No problem. If they're getting able to hear you, that's absolutely cool. So don't need to worry, okay? Because anyways, they need to evaluate. Photo is just required to validate whether you are there or not, and that's why they would definitely urge people to come for a video interview. And in case you are, they are getting able to see you, validate your photo with your ID, etc., then it's done. So it doesn't matter if you are just voice or video. Thanks, Priya saying. You're welcome, Priya. Chandrasekhar, is it create many problems? No problem, Chandrasekhar. Chill. You can chillax, no worries. Akansha, which one is better, ICICI or Axis program? Yeah, that's an interesting question. Akansha, I think I've also commented and answered. Let me tell you very quickly. If you just want to know about whether ICICI or Axis, so I'll give you some comparison between different programs and let me know if that helps. See, there are currently 4 programs which I will quickly compare. One is HDFC, Future Banking, ICICI PO, Axis Bank, ABYB, and NIIT. In HDFC, see, the bank is rank 1, okay, and that's for customers, not for the employees. So HDFC Bank is rank 1, but that is for customers. Understand that, okay? Course fees 3.3 lakh, starting salary around 4 lakh they'll give you, and the degree that you get is Sales and Relation Banking. Designation is Personal Banker. That is the I would say a flaw. But having said that, if you don't have any other option, you should try for it. But when you compare, I think ICICI is better than HDFC. ICICI gives you maybe a second rank bank as of now, but course fee is 3,88,000, starting salary around 4 lakh, degree is Sales and Relation Banking, designation is Deputy Manager. Okay, that's so how the organization works is Shivtej saying hello, hi Shivtej. Ruchi saying hello, hi Ruchi. So I'll quickly say that there is the designation that you get is a deputy manager. So in ICICI Bank, how it starts is there will be officers, senior officers, assistant manager 1, 2, then deputy manager 1, 2, and then managers. Okay, so you are joining at deputy manager 1 level, which is above a basic level. So it's a good start for your career in a managerial level. That too, not a very initial manager level. It's a real mid-level manager level. That's why I would say ICICI is good. But when I compare it with Axis Bank NIIT program, I would say, see, Axis Bank is rank 3rd, okay, but for customers. Course fees 2,25,000. See, you are saving around 1.5 lakh compared to what ICICI is, or even HDFC Bank. You will save 1 lakh. Starting salary 5 lakh per annum. Okay, that's 1 lakh ahead of what ICICI or where HDFC will give. Degree is Banking and Relationship Management. Designation is again Deputy Manager. So I would say the best is Axis Bank to answer you. And there's another program as well, which is ABIB. That's also, again, Axis Bank is ranked 3rd for customers. Course fees 3,29,000. Starting salary 4 lakh. Degree Banking and Relationship Management. Designation Assistant Manager. So designation here is a little catch. It's Assistant Manager. I would say avoid Axis Bank ABYB as well. So first, you should try for Axis Bank NIIT. Second, you should try for ICICI Bank, HDFC Future Bank, and then Axis Bank ABYB. Cool. This is the ranking. Follow it. But having said that, nothing will make you lose. Okay. So if you don't have anything, I would say go for whatever you're getting. Cool. And instead of wasting 1 year, etc., you can just go for it. But in case you have opportunities available, and or say for example you are selected everywhere, I would say prefer Axis Bank first, ICICI Bank next. Cool. All right. I completed my video. Cool video, no problem. It creates any problem now. Which one is better, Pro Access now? Cool. Anything else, Ruchi, Shiv, Tej, other folks, guys? Do you have any questions? Go ahead and let me know. I will also answer a few questions which I have got through. Thank you, Sushil. Your videos are helpful. Keep going. Thank you very much. No problem. Harika. So we'll move on. Job security. I would like to tell you a little. There are a lot of people who ask questions on job security. See, I'll tell you, for job security, you should only worry if there's a question, you know, wherein you are scared about your performance. Okay, see, any organization, think from your perspective as well. Say, for example, you are owning the company. What do you want? You want to run your company well, right? And for that, what do you need? You need good people, isn't it? And if you have good people working with you, why will you, take them out? The only concern comes is when you're not a performer. Let me tell you, if you give more than what you get to the organization, uh, I'll share a quick stats. There is 70% of people don't give what is they're getting from the bank. There is like 10 to 15% of the people who will give what they're getting from an organization. And there is like less than 10% of the people who will give more than what they get from an organization. If you are in that 10% bucket, regardless of which industry you are, which organization you're working for, uh, you are always safe, you're always secure, people will run for you. So don't worry for what is your security if you're performing. Security only comes into question if you are not performing. Okay, so you just need to be in top 30% of the employee population, and you're always safe. And it's a very good start for your career if you get started with. So I would say job security, don't worry much. Could I have some more questions, guys? I'll quickly say, sir, may I know about ICICI selection ratio? Selection ratio, see, will depend different years depending upon the inflow of people, okay? But I would say you can expect around 50% selections during the interview, I would say, okay? So there is very rare opportunity where people will be rejected unless there is very big misfit of the folks. But I would say majority of the people should get selected. Cool. And there is also like 1200 people that they take every year. Not 2400 every year, 1200 every assessment. So they'll take it for two batches, 600 each. So there is a huge number of people that they're taking. So shouldn't be an issue. If you just give even average interview, you should be able to clear it. Ashish is asking something. He's asking for, please guide me something about ICICI PO interview preparation. There are two video, Ashish, one related to PO as well as for general interview program in my channel. Go ahead and check that. In case you have any questions, you should post it. I think I told in the beginning as well, a few of the basic questions will be why banking, while you have studied from different background, in case you don't have commerce in your education. And then what are your strengths, weaknesses, and what do you know about banking? What do you know about ICICI Bank? These are a few of the questions which you should prepare for, Ashish. And there is fair enough content in my channel. Go ahead and take a look. Further, if you have questions, feel free to let me know. Cool. I am selected for HDFC Future Bankers program and I have paid the caution money, but want to go for Axis Bank or ICICI PO. Do you know when ICICI? Please, when ICICI PI results will come? It's a huge risk for me. Yeah, got it. You should get results within, after completion of the interview period for everyone. Within 30 days, you will get a response. See, caution money, I would say, how much have you paid? I'm not sure. Hey, Pujarani, how much have you paid? If it is like, a small amount, which would be around 10,000 rupees, I know. So should not be much worried about it. And in case you're getting ICICI or Axis Bank, you should definitely go ahead. But in case if that is too delayed and this have started where you have paid your fees, etc., then there will be obligation of lakhs of rupees, and then probably it'll be tough. Akansha. So otherwise, in case it is just caution money and which is small amount, I think I would say you should definitely try for ICICI or Axis Bank programs. Okay. Any other questions, guys? If not, then I can go ahead. I also have some questions or topics that I wanted to cover. Shivtej, Raghav, Ashish, Akansha. I just want to say again thanks to everyone, guys, for joining. I'm really thankful that you guys have taken our time, connected. Feel free to ask any questions in case you have. Cool. Again, Akansha has some questions. Caution amount is 10K, yeah, but loan sanction period is limited. No worries. I think unless you have got the loan disbursed and got it paid to the organization or to the training academy, you should not be worried about. Let it be sanctioned. That's not much of challenge for you till you have taken the loan and started off paying or it has been created in your name, recorded in your name, etc. Sanction is absolutely cool till it is disbursed and you have made the payment, is where only you will face some challenges. Cool. Alright guys, I think next question which I want to cover quickly is, feel free to post a question in case in between you have. There is sales in the bank in case you go ahead and start working. So do you think, is it tough? There were some people who were asking these questions. Let me tell you guys, like what kind of targets are there for a banker in a bank usually? Okay, when next live session? Hey Ashish, I'm not sure right now when is the next live session, but feel free to post any questions, and if I feel it's mandatory required, definitely I'll come and I'll try to help you guys. If it's selected in ICICI Bank PO program, is it possible to work in foreign branches of ICICI Bank? Okay, Chandrasekhar, you're trying to get to, what do you say, a little step ahead. Good. I would say, see, definitely it's possible because employees are only working there as well. There will be IGPs, etc., that you have to apply, clear, and then you can go ahead. I would say it's not pretty easy. You have to gain some experience, to be in a, what do you say, managerial position, having good performance, and then obviously you can go ahead and apply for internal job postings, which is IJP, and then if you get selected, then probably you can go ahead. You can also work with your HR, etc., while you are working with the bank, and then they can help you out. Works. Cool guys. So I wanted to explain a little about how is sales, etc., related work while you are in the bank. So let me tell you guys, there will be targets, but what kind of targets you get is like opening savings account, current account, getting some fixed deposits, increase investment of existing customers into, say, insurance, mutual funds, etc. Okay, now let me tell you, while this sounds, hey, you have to do sales of this savings account, current account, how will you do it? But just think logically. Do you know anyone who don't have a savings account these days? Even kids have. There's kids savings account, right? So there's not a single person who is not having a savings account. And these days, like, they're having more than one or two. So these are like, banking is a necessity, okay? And my second point is, even if you go for current account, anyone who's doing business, we need to have, a business account, which is current account, so that they can pay, they can receive. In this world of digitization where cash is rarely available, they have to go through current account only if you are doing a business. Fixed deposit, see, anyone who's earning, okay, will they want to keep the funds in savings account? No, they want to create FD. Whoever is having, surplus funds or more funds in the account. So you just need to find those persons. They are looking to create fixed deposit. They are looking to create these kind of, accounts, investments. Who doesn't want to? Doesn't it sound investments in shares, mutual funds, interesting that your, 1 lakh rupees becomes 1,10,000 rupees without any work. So people are interested. You just need to find the right person, give the right solutions. And insurance is like, see, Mediclaim, everyone has, right? If you don't have, you will be in a huge loss. So even if the basic educational people are also now maintaining at least a health claim, also life policies. So it's pretty, simple. These are not complex products that you have to be very, life will become very tough to manage. So that's why I would say, take out the sales pressure from your mind. It's just providing solutions to people, okay? And for that, you need to be passionate to help customer with the right solutions. I think there's one more questions, guys. Sir, how much will we get paid during training period? Oh, that's pretty interesting, Daga. So let me tell you, during the, classroom trainings, the payment will be around pretty less because you get food accommodation, and that's why the payment would be around 2,500 or so. But when you start internship, then the payment is around 15,000 rupees. And once you start, working full-fledged, you will get your full salary. On salary also, let me tell you, 4 lakh per annum is the salary which will be offered to you guys. And this is one interesting thing that I want to tell you about salary, okay? So depending upon different cities, so see, there's tier 1 cities, tier 2 cities like Bangalore, like Mumbai. These are tier 1 cities, okay? Because cost of living is pretty high in these cities, so you'll get maximum house rent allowance. Accordingly, your salary will be high. But there can be some tier 2 cities which are like say Bhopal, there will be some, or more, say Indore, tier 3 cities, kind of, there are different tier 2, 3, 4 cities. Accordingly, salary will vary. Somewhat around, you will get between 30 to 35,000 rupees. Okay. And if you are paying the EMI, you'll pay around 7 to 8,000 rupees from there. So you get around 26 to 30,000 rupees in hand. You will get it. And if you're not paying the EMI, then you get the full amount of 4 lakh rupees. Interesting thing what I want to tell you is, guys, see, right now they're trading 4 lakhs, okay? But by the time you guys will complete your education and join the bank, it'll be like 1 year later, right? And in 1 year, because the inflation increases, salary also increases. So it may so happen that today it is 4 lakh rupees. By the time you go and join, the 4 becomes 4.5 lakh or even more, okay? Because every year there will be a slight increase in your pay scale, etc. So you can expect that, that's a good news for you guys. Instead of 4, you will get 4.5. You never know. Okay, so be hopeful. I think there is some questions. Training period. Okay, during training period, how much you get? I think I explained. She's asking, sir, please explain NPA and annual performing assets. Cool. I can explain you about NPA, which is non-performing assets. However, Ashish, I don't think you need to go into that much of detail because these are banking concepts that you learn while you're getting trained there. So don't get into too much of detail because if you try to answer those questions where they are very strong, you'll struggle, right? And you don't have a background, so don't get into all those details. But net performing assets non-performing assets are any assets which is not paid and the due date is crossed post 90 days. It is classified as non-performing assets for a bank. Cool. Like that, you'll just get a definition in Google. You can also check. But I would suggest refrain from getting into these kind of details, and I don't think there will be any conversation related to like this kind of details. Okay. So relax. Don't get too much into detail. Get the the most thing that they will try to test is how's your attitude. Are you a positive attitude person or not? Okay. Are you having dedication to work? Are you honest or not? You have detail to eye or not? These are few of the qualities that they look for, and you should focus on reflecting those. Okay. Still, you are working in ICICI Bank? If yes, how many years of experience you have, sir? Chandrasekhar, I'm not working with ICICI Bank. I worked for around 3 years and then I moved out. I have around 10 years of experience. Okay, cool. What else, guys? Any other questions? Feel free to. Let me tell you a little about in case you guys have questions, feel free to post. I also need to cover one more topic very quickly, guys. So I want to tell you guys about growth hike bonus. Okay, this is also pretty interesting area. So let me tell you that growth is dependent on your performance. Obviously, you must be knowing, and accordingly, hike and bonus. Every year there will be annual assessment of your performance, and then you get categorized into like top, middle, or average, bottom kind of categories are there. And your hike will vary somewhat around 7 to 15 to 20%. Depending upon your performance. Okay, the top bucket may get 15 or 12 to 15 depending upon how bank or the organization has performed in a particular year, and this is applicable for most of the organization, I would say. And then it also depends on, in case you are like absolutely non-performer, then you don't get anything as well. But let's talk about the performance, okay? Because you are a performer, I know. So if you're performing around 12 to 15% every year, and if you get the top rating in the organization, within 2 years you get promoted. Okay, so DM1, deputy manager 1, you'll become deputy manager 2, and in that case again your salary will be increased by, I would say, around 25% to 30%. You'll get a hike, and along with your regular annual bonus which you'll get over 2 years. So you continue to get around 10 to 15% hike annual bonus when you get promoted. You can get promoted within 2 years as well if your performance is good. If not, if you have like fair performance, maybe 3 years. Average performance, 3.5 years, 4 years kind of, you get promoted. Let me tell you a very interesting thing, guys. There's something called bonus as well, which is never mentioned in your annual CTC. But if you're a top performer, you get around 1 to 1.5 lakh rupees as an annual bonus over to your salary. Cool. Depends on your performance, and also depends on the organization's performance on the year. Organization takes a decision on basis that there will be some bonus amount also given to you every year. So that's also pretty interesting for you guys, I'm sure, on your pay package. I hope you guys are a little clear with your pay, etc. related questions. Any other questions, guys? Feel free to go ahead and post it. Thanks, Chandrasekhar. You're saying, oh, great. She is okay. Cool. Okay. What are the pros and cons of switching career options from corporate to banking? If you're already working, I would suggest continue there. No need to switch. Ratnadeep says, clerk of a government bank or PO of ICICI? That's a good question, Ratnadeep. See, it depends on what do you want to do in your life. See, if your life is all about security, okay, and you're very much, if you're very much worried about security of job, and which states that maybe you are worried about that you will not perform or you will not be a great performer, I would say. And in that case, yes, you should definitely go ahead with a government clerk job, etc. But remember that the role of a clerk is not great, salary is not cool, lifestyle is not great as well, and you'll become bored over time. Okay, so that's about government job. But I would say there's security. That means you're sure about your job. You get like whatever 15,000-20,000 rupees per month that you get as a clerk, or maybe 30,000 rupees, and your life goes smooth. No much of stress. You don't have to work much. You don't learn much, etc., etc. But when you are in a PO program, which is of say ICICI Bank or any other program as well, or in a private sector, see, it depends on your performance. Okay, your performance gets rewarded in government bank or government organization. Even if you work hard or if you don't work, you are same. In private sector, the benefit is that if you are talented, if you're putting effort, if you are delivering, you will get recognized. Okay, so your career growth is in your hand. You work hard, you grow more. And see, you start with the designation of a manager. Okay, that's a respectable position in society, in the organization, and then you also develop your self-confidence, etc. I would say. But yes, security is less, but you only need to be worried about your security if your performance is not in like top 70-80% either. If you're in bottom 10% of your performance list, and that's when probably you need to be worried about, and that's, I would suggest that you should think about. I think Ratna is saying that 2-3 years you will get a PO exam, right? Yes, you can give PO exam, but 2-3 years if you are working in ICICI Bank, then you can become a manager as well. You will get hike. You will the salary that you will get from a PO, you will get almost double of what you into bank. In a private sector. And the benefit is that I'll tell you one more thing. Once you get into a private sector, you will be more concerned about security and less about taking that risk, switching, etc. And then building career, flourishing, it becomes a little difficult. You will not take that risk to switch. See, now only you are concerned about whether you should go for private or a government. Now, when you are in a government, do you think even you will be able to think to move out of government? I think it will be difficult. Okay, so I would say think a little. If you are a risk taker, if you want to challenge yourself, and if you really want to achieve big things in your life, I would say go for private sector. But if you want to relax, stay calm life, average life, if you want to settle with that, but be safe and secured. I'm not saying it's not good, but it's just like being in your comfort zone and then living life with compromising your luxuries, etc. And then probably you can continue as well. I'm not saying that government is not great, but I would say opportunities are limited. Your skill sets, your performance will not get recognized. These are few of the cons that you should be worried about. Okay, and your ICICI Bank program in this pandemic. Vishal wants to ask. Sure, Vishal, I want to answer you. MBA or ICICI program in the pandemic. See, I'll tell you, if you get into ICICI, anyways, you're getting masters. Okay, and there's opportunity to complete second year as well, because it'll be 1 year program. Then you will also get second year opportunity if you want to pursue. So anyways, you're getting MBA, cool, and then you also have a job guarantee, cool. So I would say unless it's a premium B school, which is IIMs or the top tier of B schools, I would definitely say go ahead for ICICI program. Cool, guys. How will it? Okay, about job. Raghav is asking how will it be a job location? See, guys, let me tell you, job locations depend on various factors. Okay. First is say business requirements. So majorly companies, organizations will have business requirements in the locations where there are a lot of organizations or there are a lot of business. There are a lot of trade is there. So say for example Mumbai, Bangalore, Hyderabad, Kolkata. These are few of the places where population is high, business is more, and that's why there will be a lot more banks and then a lot more vacancies as well. So definitely these are, if you are from major cities, probability is high that you will get it in your local cities as well. Second thing is it also depends on, say for example, your skill sets. Okay, so say for example, if you have a very good people skills, you talk to people and you get them convinced, and then we have requirement in say similar kind of a role is available in say Delhi, so you'll get Delhi. But say there's someone who's very conservative but very detailed eye, so maybe sometimes they'll get into a place where there is say they are passing checks because you do one mistake and there's lakhs and lakhs of rupees will go off, right? So they need very detailed eye person. Or say for example there's someone who is very hardworking, so there's a branch where there's a lot of footfall of customers, you'll get placed in those kind of places. So these are skill sets that they'll be looked into. Second is obviously business requirements is also pretty important. And then third is also they will prefer to give to nearby to your location. If not to your location, then female they will try to push first to their location so that they're comfortable, and then the boys as well. Cool. So accordingly you will get placements. Let me tell you one very quick trick for you to get in case, but I would suggest, I will encourage everyone, don't try to get into your home branch, okay, or in your home town, because see when you're in your hometown, there will be a lot of family obligation and you will get involved into all of those and you will not be able to focus in your career. I'm not saying that you should not be like supporting your family, you should, but initial part of your career, which is like 3 to 4 to 5 years, you will be absolutely dedicated about your career to build it, and then you are relaxed and you can do whatever that you want. So if you're far from your home, you get more time to invest. Don't think about money always at the beginning, because it's more to learn, develop your skills, etc. So if you're far from your home, you're free, completely all focused on your work, do whatever that you want, and over time when you build, then you can go ahead. But if you get your hometown, there will be some obligation, your work will get impacted sometime with your family work, etc. So that's one disadvantage, I would say. And then second, I would also say one more thing is that, guys, if while you're on campus, okay, say for example you're from Kolkata, I would suggest don't make friends from Kolkata, okay. Say for example you're from Delhi, don't make friends from Delhi, because what happens is if when the time comes when allocation will happen, say for example your friend got Delhi, will he give you? Because you can do a swap, okay. So say for example I got Chennai, you got Delhi, I want Delhi, you want Chennai, I can give you Chennai, you can give me Delhi. Cool. This happens at the time of when you get deployed. But say for example you have all friends from Delhi and they also got Delhi, will they give you? No, right? So the trick is make friends with all other cities, because say people from any city, say Chennai, Mumbai, any places, gets Delhi, and you got, say for example you got Hyderabad, for example. So for that person who's from Chennai, Delhi or Hyderabad both remain same, right? So he will be okay to swap. But for you, if you get Delhi, that means your hometown, right? So that's a trick, okay? So I would suggest once you're in the campus, go ahead, connect with everyone apart from your section as well. Just your team or people from your places. Cool. All right, guys. Salary in hand, end of this program. Salary, Arun, I spoke about. You should check once it is updated. But I would say around 34,000 rupees that you'll get. And if you are, depending upon different cities, and if you are paying an EMI, you'll get around 25 to 30,000. And if you're not paying an EMI, you get the full amount. But it also depends on, house rental allowance, depending upon the tier of the cities. Okay. Arun, I've explained a little in earlier. Go ahead and check it out. In the interview, they asked that it will be a sales job, but is PO work really sales? Is it not office job? Let me tell you, if you're getting into branch banking, this will always be related to talking to customers, and then customers coming with some problems, you're giving some solution, and that's what a sales about. Like customer comes for a say fixed deposit, but you inform him, hey, there is other opportunities also that you can invest in, which can be, say for example, an mutual fund, SIP, etc. That's how you upscale and upsell and explain people right products, and then they go ahead and get it. Cool. So there will be I'm not saying there's no operational job, because obviously if in cash there's no one, you have to manage. And say for example, while you guys will be a little senior, over time you'll also get opportunity to become operations manager. You'll also get opportunity to become a branch manager, etc. But if it is branch banking, it will involve various kind of what do you say role, which also includes sales. Okay. Is it true that ICICI Bank, if you're unable to do sales after that 1 year, you are transferred to operations, where in HDFC Bank it is not so? Hey, Akansha, let me tell you, if you don't perform, it doesn't mean you'll get into operations. Okay. It doesn't work out like that. You have to perform, and in operations there's more eye to detail, etc. is required, so it doesn't goes like that. Cool. As I said, during the deployment also, a lot of people might get some time into operations as well, but that depends on skill sets. You need to have that kind of skill sets reflect during your training. So you need to be pretty detailed oriented, eye to what do you say, eagle eye. Okay, you need to have eagle eye so that you can catch fraud if there is any, there should not be any misses, etc. in kind of a roles. And operational roles are pretty repetitive also, guys. So soon you will start feeling a little bored. So do think about that. Super helpful. Your examples, thanks. Pajarani Ruchi saying, journey will be all over India or near to our hometown. Is there any preferences? Yes, Ruchi, you will be asked for preferences, which is preference 1, 2, 3 you give. But then obviously it depends on, like I said, business requirements plus availability at various places, and accordingly you get placed. But you can do swap as well. For girls, they try to give hometown, and if not hometown, then the nearest places to your home. But like I said, don't be very much concerned about your hometown, okay? Because then your performance will struggle a little. If you're far from your home, you can focus a lot on your work, and that'll help. Ruchi asking, sir, if we can't be able to do sales, then they will with us what they will do. Then they will do with us what they will do with us. Hey, see, they will train you, they will coach you, and it's not pretty difficult. Okay, so a manager is like a mentor. They will help you out, try to improve your performance. And I'm POs are, let me tell you, from rest of the population, they are more polished, trained. You get training for 1 year, right? You get a lot of knowledge, informations about equity, shares, mutual funds, banking, everything. Current account, savings account, everything else. With all those knowledge, you'll be able to manage. So don't worry what they will do with us. They will support, mentor. They will help you out. And with all of those, you should be able to do it. And there are a lot of times, let me tell you this also. Say, for example, you're in a branch which is in a very prime location of your, think of your cities, very prime locations. Like, for example, in Delhi, if it is Connaught Place, if in Kolkata it is Park Street. Say, for example, in whichever cities, there will be some posh areas, right? If your branch is there, people will come to you and they will say, hey, I want this, I want to make an FD, I want to make an investment, because they have crores and crores of rupees. You don't have to do anything and your targets get achieved, okay? So it's not that always you have to face problems. Say, for example, you are in a business hub area where everyone is doing a business. Then everyone has a current account. Everyone has a lot of cash inflow. You automatically get business, okay? So it also depends on how is the location, etc. A lot of stuff. Cool. Which is better according to you, ICICI or HDFC? Hey, I explained a little earlier, Richie. The best, I would say, ICICI Bank program with NIIT, not ABYB, okay? Then, of course, ICICI. And I would say HDFC also you can try. But I would suggest always that if you have nothing in your hand, then whatever that you have is the best one. So don't think too much. But if you have, say, 1 and 2, then obviously you should pick up Axis Bank's NIIT program and not ABYB. And then ICICI PO, obviously. Cool. Who is after completing 1 year course, to every student in the academy get job. If you don't have any back, of course. Cool. Yeah, see, mostly everyone will be able to clear. It's not at all tough. But job is guaranteed. Okay, so don't worry for job. So like it's the rarest of the rare is that you are not giving exam only, you're not doing class only, and you're doing like too much. And then only you face some struggle. Otherwise, that too they'll ask you to just clear the exam and then they'll post you. So job is guaranteed. Please don't worry. There's no worry about getting a job. Okay. Which is saying which is better according to ICICI Bank HDFC, especially for girls. I explained. I think you should try Access, ICICI, and the rest. Okay. But is a small city, there is less possibility for sales. Hey, nothing like that. See, in small cities also they need. But see, I'll tell you first. In small cities, okay. I think Ruchi is saying आपको हिंदी language नहीं आती है. आती है मुझे, but see, I'll tell you, I want to encourage you guys that develop universal language for yourself. While it's not mandatory in the banking role, but I would say the more you're confident in your language, the more you will build a career. Okay, so I would say from day one you should put a lot of stress, and because you're getting able to understand what I'm saying, etc., that means you have fair knowledge, and you should be able to improve yourself within like 2 to 3 months. And that's why I want to encourage people that guys speak English. Don't take help of regional languages or Hindi language, etc. That's my goal. And even when you go to organizations, say when you're going to clients, when talking English, you are giving presentation, think what they will think of you. So you have enough time, 1 year also in the campus if you're going. You should connect with people who are speaking English, develop your language skills. Okay, it's not a big deal, it's not a great deal. Okay, it's easy to achieve. Okay, is there less possibility? So in small towns, your targets are lesser. Okay, according, because they know what is the trend there. And second thing is, even in the small towns, see, they do business. There are people existing, and they will have savings account because they want to keep funds. And accordingly, you also get your targets. So possible to do it. And there are a lot of in small towns, the probability is higher that they will be more business dependent and less salary dependent. And when business is there is more transactions, so more banking. Works? Vijay? Kalyani is asking something. Let me check, sir. Is English compulsory for interview? If we are not able to explain something in English, can we use Hindi? Kalyani, absolutely you can when you are unable to, obviously. But I would say that try with your English, okay? At least be prepared, but don't get bogged by that, hey, I don't know English. If you are unable to, just go ahead with whatever that you can manage. Because like I said in previous videos as well, bank is available across the nation, okay, and they need people who can speak in English, but they also need people who can speak in their regional language, in their natives, in their Hindi language, and various other languages as well, because there are some places where people don't speak in English, right, and then you have to deal in their language. Like for example, say small villages of Bihar, Jharkhand, or small villages of Rajasthan, or these kind of places, Gujarat, etc. You might need the language which is Hindi only, okay? And the same way, say for example, you're in a very rural place of say Andhra, which is Guntur, for example. So you have to speak in Telugu, okay? Say for example, you're in a very remote place of say Karnataka, so you need to know that language because ICICI Bank is spread across India, right? All the locations. But for your future growth, etc., you should definitely develop. I think Ruchi is saying I shall use both languages in an interview, and what we should use depends. Ruchi, if you're confident, you should go ahead with the English, okay? No questions or no doubt. You should answer in English. Works. But in case you want to show your other language skills as well, go ahead. But try using your universal language, and as a practice, you should develop this over a period of time. That'll help you guys. Works. Guys, I've become very tired. I'm speaking since long. Thanks for answering, Ruchi. Hey, you're welcome, Ruchi. Alright, guys. If any other questions, feel free to ask me. Otherwise, I have one more topic to quickly cover. I think I have explained about growth, hike, bonus. I explained about salary. I explained about, okay, I want to tell you guys about what is next after interview, okay, and how's campus. But in the meantime, there are some questions. Let me just say take rest. Sure, I'll just answer 1 or 2 questions and then I'll take rest. After ICICI interview, will they select almost everyone for PhD program? What PhD program? Okay, as I have heard of the biggest problem is only getting selected during GD. What's your thoughts, sir? Yes, see, if you have fair skills, like I said earlier, also average skills, PhD program, not sure PO program. If you're saying maybe erroneously you have typed, so if you have average skills, also you'll be able to clear. So you should not face any problem if you have average skills. And yes, like 50% or more number of people should get selected. Cool. So I'm sure PGD. Okay, yeah. Yes, after the program, um, uh, you know, you will get after you clear your GD. The probability is pretty high that you get selected. But yes, there is some rejection rate in the interview as well, guys. So, but 50% will get selected for sure. Tharun is asking something. Will we use regional language in an interview? See, depends. Like I said, my suggestion is go ahead with your universal language, which is English. But in case you struggle a lot or it's pretty difficult, then yeah, of course you can. But it also depends on how the interviewers are. Say, for example, if they are from a location where they can't, understand or speak, then it will become a little struggle. Cool. But I would say try with your, uh, English language. Rishi Tej is asking something. After how many days after ICICI result will be announced? Once interviews completed for everyone within a month, you should get. I think this would be for October batch, so it should be very soon. Okay. Don't worry. Just give your best, and you will get the response sooner. And ICICI Bank is pretty fast, so don't worry. All right. Thanks. Hey, cool. All right, guys. So let's try to wrap up. It's 5:50. I'm speaking for 50 minutes. I'm tired now. Cool. Let me tell you just quickly what is next. So, all right, guys. First of all, thank you very much again to everyone who have taken out time, and congratulations to people who have got cleared with their PI. Best of luck for people who are about to give. Be confident, and you'll be able to clear. There are a lot of content I've uploaded. Please go ahead and check. If there's any questions later, please post. I will answer. Once you are gone through your PI, guys, you'll get an opportunity to join the bank. You'll get an offer. Once you get an offer, they'll ask you to pay caution deposit. I think a few of the person have already deposited as well for other banks, so they'll ask you to deposit 10,000 rupees. Please don't worry, you can just go ahead and deposit, because that's just to confirm that you are coming and joining. Because like one of the person who has joined here as well has got selected in two places. Say for example, they might tend to drop from one place, so that's the reason why they want to confirm by requesting for payment. And there's nothing to worry about it. Okay, so just go ahead and make the payment, and then you don't have to do anything. So it's just pretty simple. There's just pretty simple documentation that you have to follow. Create those documentation, carry with yourself while you are going to the campus, which is in Bangalore. Once you go there, submit the document. The loan etc. all is being processed, or in case you want to pay by yourself, you get an opportunity or process to know about how to make payment. And once you make the payment, the entire campus life will start. On the day one when you go, they give you allocation. So once you're going there, guys, on the day of visit, they will explain you where from to get down, how to get to the campus. They'll have facilities as well, buses and all. They'll arrange to pick up from airport and from railway stations. So you can take those. There will be slots, times given. You can take those and you will reach the campus, or you can take by self as well. Once you reach, it's in Bangalore, which is in Yelahanka. Okay, once you go there, they will allocate the accommodation. And then obviously there is a big canteen where everyone have facility, which is pretty good. Okay, I mean, it's a hostel facility. You'll have 2-3 people in your big rooms, but it's a pretty fair facility. Okay, so if you go sooner, there's, like say for example, one building is entirely dedicated for boys, and there's another one for girls. So if you reach sooner, you get to choose among, like, if there are 8 floors, you can go to 8 floor, choose something, and then they will allocate. You can take the best seats, and then, or maybe best rooms, etc., and then you can get started. So once you get selected, try to reach there sooner so that you get a comfortable stay there. Cool. And once you start their work, etc., I would recommend that, guys. There will be people from across the nation. There will be people from different part of small cities, big cities, etc. Connect with everyone. Don't just be bothered about studies or just about career. You should live the life out there, connect with people, make friends. I'm telling you, it is going to be one of the golden period of your life, and you will cherish it throughout your life. The stay which is there, and there's immense of education. The teachers are pretty trained and very professional. They have worked into industries for years and years, and you get to study from them. um, be very focused from the very beginning. Only you should be absolutely focused about performance, or your education, your knowledge. Build knowledge, build your concepts. Okay, understand the banking concepts, so that once you're in bank and you're working, it'll help you, okay, over time. And when you go for interviews for different organizations, right, when you want to switch from ICICI Bank, etc., all those concepts knowledge will help you a lot. And that's why you need to have very core knowledge. Once you go to banking, you'll see some people working in few departments. They have just knowledge about those departments, but you'll have knowledge about everything in the banking. So that's why it's important that you should learn the concepts there. And once you complete your education, you get deployed, you earn, you get a managerial designation, and people will respect you, will appreciate you. So I'm sure you guys will do better. And for all those who are about to take the test, please guys go prepared, be confident. If there's any questions, feel free to ask. Okay. Alright guys, thank you very much for joining. Take care, have a nice day. Bye guys, best of luck.